Hey, I've got a question for you. Is the concept of blackness a white creation? And let me tell you why I asked that question. Because a couple of weeks back, I had a conversation, and I'm continuing to have a conversation with some of my African brothers and sisters from Ethiopia and Eritrea. And I asked the question whether or not Ethiopians were black. And some people said, absolutely not. We are Ethiopian. We are Semitic. We are anything other than black. And it caused me to start thinking, well, why is it that some people are just uncomfortable with the notion of blackness? Some people said to me that it's because the concept of blackness is something that was created by white colonizers as a way to justify their oppression of people of African descent. Well, I want to push back just a little bit on that comment and say, no, actually, if you go back 5,000 years and you read some of the hieroglyphics of the people that we call Egyptians, which scholars who are aware of that culture call Kemet, they refer to themselves as the blacks. They refer to their country as the black land. There was Kush, which by definition means black, and it existed going back to 2700, maybe 3000 BCE. So no, actually, the concept of blackness is not something that was created by white colonizers. However, blackness, in terms of black inferiority, that is something that was created by Europeans. And conversely, or relatedly, the concept of white superiority was a fiction that was created by white people in America to justify slavery and to justify many other wrongs that were done to indigenous people wherever they went, whether it was in Asia, whether it was in Africa, or whether it was in the Americas. My question, though, and my concern is long beyond the point where slavery has ended. It seems to me that some of us still have those notions, those separations, and those designations in our minds. White is right, black is whack. Is it an insult to you if someone calls you black? Now I'm talking to my brothers and sisters in all of the countries of Africa. Are you black? Or are you a person who identifies by your nation, or do you identify by your tribe? And if you identify by your tribe, does that then mean that you can't be black, that you're not black? Some people said, well, going back to my conversation with my brothers and sisters in Ethiopia and Eritrea, no, these people are mixed heritage or mixed race. My question is, if you are mixed with something other than black, but you are in fact African, does that mean that you're not black because you have some other blood in you? If that's the definition, most people of African descent in the West today are not black. So what is black to you? And now, speaking to some of the brothers and sisters in the West, meaning the Caribbean, meaning South America, meaning, of course, the United States, meaning Canada, are you black? Or are you African American? Are you Negro? Are you colored? If you're one or the other, tell me what you are and how you determine that you were that. And tell me this, do you consider the notion, the concept of blackness to be something that is demeaning and insulting to you? And let me put this little bit of commentary down. If you do, I want to invite you to go back and to look at the people of Egypt, KMT, Kemet, and see how they identified themselves, because they identified themselves as being black, and that black was not a term that was used by them to be demeaning. Black, however, certainly has been used historically as a term by the Europeans to suggest somehow that we are a degraded people. But of course, anthropologists and genetic scientists will tell you, if you want to know, that black is the original color. Why then are so many people of African descent uncomfortable with being in their black skin when they are the original people? I don't understand. I'm still trying to learn. I'm not trying to divide, as some have accused me of doing. No, folks, I'm just tapping into something that exists, a conversation that is ongoing, and I want us to really explore it. Because, look, you can be of this tribe or that nation and still be black, and blackness is not whackness, and whiteness is not superiority either. I want to know what you think. Are you black?